Don't stop, never give up. Hold your head high and reach the top. Let the world see what you have got. Bring it all back to you. Yeah, I didn't see you there. I was listening to Cannibal Corpse. Yes, that's right, Cannibal Corpse, and not S Club 7. Okay? Definitely not S Club 7. Alright. Alright, people. Another Tuesday, another Dear AJ. I'm sorry, I'm sorry that I haven't been around as much lately, but you know what? Life gets in the way. It's just what it is. So, these Dear AJs are not being too consistent. I wish it could be every Tuesday, but right now, it is what it is. Sorry. But hey, don't worry. Actually, I'm recording this on a Friday. So there you go. It's Friday for me, but it's Tuesday for you. Alright. Let's get on with the thing. The show must go on. And the Leonard must go out. Okay. Okay, people. Now, let's begin with the questions. First, we have Little Vegan Artist. That's right, a classic from this channel. Little Vegan Artist, what an awesome person. Okay, let's go to Little Vegan Artist and the first question. Now, dear AJ, if you could hang out with anyone you want for one day, alive or dead, who would it be? Where would it be? And what will you two be doing? Well, I'm guessing this question has to be with a celebrity. I'm guessing because if it's anyone I want, it could be just about any person, but I'm guessing it's a celebrity, a well-known figure, whatever. So going from that, if it's like a dead celebrity or something, or a well-known figure, historical or something, I'd probably choose Walt Disney. Yeah, I thought about it. It would have to be Walt Disney. What would we doing? We would be at Disneyland and we would talk about, his creative process, how he came up with the idea, what inspired him, and what about all that technology that he created, the audio animatronics and all that. And we will also talk about my favorite film ever, Mary Poppins. That's right. And we would be talking about all that, like how did he make it, and what was he thinking, the whole thing, And obviously we would talk about veganism because of course I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna, give it a talking to, I'm gonna give him a serious talk about how his company is a horrible animal exploitation company. And that's inconceivable. It's it can't be. It can't happen. Disney cannot be making the wishes and dreams of little kids everywhere a reality, but then they destroy the lives of sentient, innocent animals everywhere. So it does not compute. It just doesn't compute. It's not compatible with something like that. So hey, that's what we would be doing. Another person from the dead variety would be my beloved Dolores O'Riordan. She was the singer of the Cranberries. She sadly died, I think it was like 7 years ago or so. Time does fly. And we would be talking about all her, creative process as well. I'm a creative type, so I'm drawn to create other creative types, and to me, musicians and artists and inventors and stuff like that. That's the people that I gyrate towards. Those are the people that inspire me and stuff. So we were talking about all her creative writing process and the lyrics and the melodies and all that. And hey, obviously also about veganism because I have to bring it up. So yeah, we will be talking about that. And from the alive variety, I don't know. Is there anyone interesting right now? I don't know really. Probably Lionel Messi. Maybe I would like to talk to him about veganism, because that guy, and I told this to another vegan, and he didn't care. The guy is a total Messi fanboy. I told him, dude, Messi is a horrible animal exploiter, and he partnered with Hard Rock Cafe to create a messy burger, and it's a horrible animal exploitation burger. So I don't know. It has his name, and he came up with it. Like he said, "Hey, these are the ingredients that I want for it," and that's it. Like they created it. It's there in the menu. So and he's promoting that. So that's terrible, man. Don't do that. That guy's an example for people and for especially for kids everywhere, that want to be with like him and stuff like that. And that's the example that he's setting. Like I don't know, man. It just again it doesn't compute. The same thing with Disney. So maybe of the alike category, that would be my pick. That's when it comes to celebrities, and well-known figures, whatever. Okay, so let's go to a second question. Also by Little Vegan Artist. Man, you're always with the great questions, my friend. Let's go to the second question by Little Vegan Artist. Okay, dear AJ, if you can live in any movie universe you want, which movie universe would you choose? Man, yeah, I've thought about this one. Probably it would be. I'm gonna go with the Harry Potter movie universe because it's the only one that is like whimsical, kinda cool, And except for a few dark moments, I think it's mostly safe because most movie universes are, terrible with like horrible villains and stuff like that. You're never, if you're like a regular citizen or whatever, you're prone to getting destroyed by monsters or something or other, or just being collateral damage in like big fights or something, like in those Avenger movies and stuff like that, where they destroy every building in the freaking city. So yeah, I don't know if I want to live there. So maybe the Harry Potter, but only if I'm a wizard. Because if I'm not gonna be a wizard, I'm just gonna be a regular non-quad human. That's just not fun. That's just the regular world. So yeah, I have to be a wizard. And of course, I'm afraid of heights, so I would not play Quidditch probably, or fly with the broom. But hey, I would do some other stuff. I don't know. Oh man, it would be really cool. But I'm choosing that one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose that one because it's a world where where you go to school and there's no math. That's freaking perfect. It's like potions and stuff. I mean, I guess potions are with the formula, so they have to learn math at some point. But there's no math. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. Yeah, they don't teach them, geography or stuff like that. They teach them, spells. So there you go. Yeah. Now that's what I call studying. Okay, so let's move on to the third and final of the questions. This one is by Vegans GU. Now, this person is asking, if veganism is a principle, and principles are mental rules we use to manage our thoughts and behaviors, could there be such a thing as a vegan food? Is the food made with the principle of not using animals? After eating it, does it magically make us vegan? Hey, what is this? This is like 3 or 4 questions in one. What is this? I think you're imitating that Little Vegan Artist person. Yeah, I think with all the questions at the same time, which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so this is several questions. Now, if veganism is a principle and all that, could there be such a thing as a vegan food? Well, not really. I mean, food itself is not vegan or not vegan. It's just a product. It's just food. Now, mind you, if a vegan eats it, then it's vegan food. And I mean, obviously, fruits, veggies, that kind of thing. Because you're eating it because you have adopted the principle of no animal use. So that's and you have to eat something, right, at some point. So you eat these fruits and veggies and all that because you don't want to use animals. So you go to this is your food now, exclusively. There's no animal in there. But now, is there such a thing as a vegan product and stuff like that? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless the company behind it is like an actual vegan company that's for the liberation of animals, and they make this thing specifically, and with that thing in mind, then it could be. And it doesn't have to be just food. It could be shoes, or something or other, cleaning products or whatever. If they made it with that mindset, with that thing in mind and that purpose, then yeah, it could be vegan. I guess you could call it that. Now, is the food made with the principle? Yeah, exactly. That's I also answer that. Even though most food, I guess, is not made with that principle in mind. It's like when people say, "Oh, well, Oreo is accidentally vegan," or this other thing is accidentally vegan. There's no such thing as accidentally vegan. That's a misconception, because veganism is on purpose. It's not accidental. You don't accidentally think animals deserve to be free from exploitation. That's not an accident. After eating it, does it magically make us vegan? Also no. Most people eat, fruits, veggies and stuff, and they're not vegan, and they're not even close to being vegan, So, no, sadly, I wish eating a potato or an onion could make people vegan, People eat an onion and they're like, heck yeah, this is so great, now I think animals should be free. But it doesn't happen. That's not how it happens, even though many claim that it does, but it doesn't. I'm telling you now, it doesn't. So, there you go. I hope I answered your questions to your liking, and see you some other Tuesday. Might be the next one. It might not be. Who knows? So, there you go. Remember, don't be an unquack, and stop using animals. Bye.
Rah, 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 rah. I'm a lion.